Hello, welcome. Let's continue with the first 20 elements and how we can memorize them and be able to use them. So we have the atomic numbers, which is increasing downwards, and we have the elements. We have hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon with atomic number 14. Then we have phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, and calcium. So from 1 down to 20, I continued from here because of the space. So these are their symbols, and like I taught us in the last class, symbols are just the first letter of the name. Could be the Latin form of the name, like sodium. The Latin name is natrium, so the symbol is Na, the first letter with the next letter. So it could be for the English name or the Latin name, the first letter. And if the first letter is already chosen, the first letter and the second letter, the first one written in capital letter. So that's how you represent the symbol. Now, we are going to look at atomicity and atomic number. Like these are the atomic numbers of these very elements. So starting from 1 down. Now, atomicity simply means the number of atoms in the molecule of a given element. So let's say we have H2. This is how the molecule of hydrogen is. So what is the atomicity of this? The atomicity is actually 2, because there are 2 atoms of hydrogen in this very molecule. If you have ozone, O3, the atomicity is actually 3, because there are 3 atoms of oxygen in ozone. So that is what atomicity is. Now, let's look at how we can memorize the atomic numbers of these first 20 elements. Now, when I was in school, there is this method that I used, and I will encourage us to devise it with, because knowing the first 20 elements and the atomic number will help you in a lot of calculations in basic chemistry, because you're supposed to know the atomic number. And you can easily infer the mass number with the atomic number, because most times the mass number is actually the atomic number times 2, with some little difference or fractions of difference. So how do we memorize the first 20 elements? So this is how I got around it when I was in the secondary school. So this is the elements themselves with their atomic numbers. So the way I do is that once I get into the hall, or when I want to work extensively with calculations involving atomic number, mass number, valency, oxidation number, and the rest of them. So I go with this song, Hello Helene. Hello representing hydrogen, Helene representing Helen. But I'll go through it. Hello Helene, listen Berlin, boron cannot overflow neon. So may all silly people sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium. So that's the way I used to memorize the first 20 elements, which I would like you to look at. So let's go through it again. Hello Helene, listen Berlin, boron cannot overflow neon. Hello Helene, listen Berlin, boron cannot overflow neon. So may all silly people for phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium. So this was what I was taught when I was much younger, and it really helped me a lot in trying to memorize the first 20 elements so that I can easily deduce their atomic numbers and also infer their mass numbers and use those in calculations. So I would like you to look at this very critically. Now we also looked at the symbols of elements and also atomicity. Atomic number, like I told you, are these numbers. So for hydrogen, the atomic number is 1. For helium, the atomic number is 2. For lithium, the atomic number is 3. Just like that. So up to silicon, that is 14. Phosphorus is 15, sulfur is 16, chlorine is 17, argon is 18, potassium is 19, calcium is 20. So these are the first 20 elements, and these are their symbols. So atomicity is simply the number of atoms in one molecule. Very, very important. If you have this molecule S8, the atomicity is 8 because there are 8 atoms of sulfur in this very molecule. If you have this molecule P4, the atomicity is 4. So you can easily infer the atomicity by looking at the subscript, the number subscript to the symbol of the very element. So that's where we're going to be stopping today. In subsequent classes, we're going to be moving further. Please hit the subscribe button to subscribe. Support our channel in any way that you can. Please. Thank you, and God bless you.